But it seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs to about the 23. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The give right side for Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
A nice run right there, and we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of, and here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say that this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
On second down, here's Gibbs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Cameron Evans.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. To the air again, Herbert. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Williams, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Herbert now. Quick hitch, complete. It's Gibbs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Again, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on the game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat. And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a 1st down.
He'll swing this out to Moss. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
They'll run here with Moss. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Moss once more. And not a whole lot there as they get him down at about the 2. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Joseph is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he returns this to the 22. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. St. Brown in motion right. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Pushing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's Herbert. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Here's Herbert. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Another big play and another Lion first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Gibbs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from a yard out. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime lift on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. Well, welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Williams being motioned left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw him coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's out of rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Herbert.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. Down the sideline he goes.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph now to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well of time there. And now fourth down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. The throw over the middle, taken in, and he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. A give running right, Moss. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Moss. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by a Caleb Evans.
And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Now Herbert going to shift his guys around.
In motion left comes Williams.
Let's go. 5-9. Taylor tight. Go.
Play action. It's Herbert.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Andrew Booth picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Joseph on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That's down the field for Jefferson. That is incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And bulldozing his way through. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
This is caught by Addison.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Jordan Addison,
33 yards.
And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Zach Moss from 8 yards out. And the Vikings add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. Let's go, let's go. Sit.
Now it's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Moss. Down to about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Flush to his right. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Let's go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Joseph now to have the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st and 10, Herbert.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Herbert.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. On 4th down, Herbert.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
2nd and 10.
59. 12. Crowd right.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
Let's go. Baylor Tigers.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Let's go. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Ready?
Here's Herbert. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And this will be incomplete. But can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Hey, go Lion.
They snap it to Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. And the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.